Hi everyone, welcome back to Aspire 338. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about Descendants. So as a kid, I loved Descendants so much. Like me and my friends were absolutely obsessed with it. And oh my gosh, like we saw the movies, we saw the figurines, we got the books from the library. Oh my gosh, it was an entire thing, okay? But now looking back at Descendants, I'm like, it is all that I thought it was. So, Descendants is basically about the descendants of the villains. Like the main protagonist, Mal, is the daughter of Maleficent, and then we have Evie, who's the daughter of the evil queen, and then we have Jay, who's the son of Jafar, and then we have Carlos, who's the son of Cruella de Vil. So basically, all of them are like the bad gang, and they live on the Isle of the Lost, and it's where all the villains are. And then there's another place called Oridon, where it's like full of preppy kids, as they said it. They're like, so we're so preppy kids. So then, for some reason, Ben from Oridon High invites them over to see if they can be civilized, because they're around the same age. So like, they should probably get a chance to hang out and well, so learn to socialize with the preppy kids. So basically, they do, but it does not go well at all. Maybe for some people, because Evie was trying to get with Chad, and Chad is a real not good person to be with. And oh yeah, Mal was trying to talk to Ben, and see, this is the part that I don't really like. Like Mal gives Ben this little cookie thing, and then he makes him fall in love with her, and then so he dumps Audrey, who is his girlfriend, and I just found that to be really messed up, like you just stole someone's boyfriend. Like I don't think that's very right to do. And then after that, like Audrey gets jealous, and then she goes with Chad instead. Evie's heartbroken, but then she meets this guy Doug, which is the son of Dopey, and they're pretty cute together. Not gonna lie, they're pretty cute. Um, After that, I think that's it. I think that's it, cause I know Carlos and Jane ended up together, but that was like mainly in the second movie. So yeah, that was part of the second movie, and so yeah, that was basically it. And then they have the coronation. Oh yeah, Ben loses like the cookie effect, and she's like, "Oh my god, but I really love him." And then they kiss, and then like they're together. The end. And I'm like, that's pretty messed up. That's pretty messed up. I don't know. That ending did not go with me. And then like, you thought this was the end. You didn't think this was the end of the story, did you? And then we get the second part. Oh my gosh, you get the second part. And the second part is basically it all over again. It's a little bit reversed, because now Mel is a functioning member of society, but she's secretly crumbling because like she's supposed to be this perfect blonde, um, little queen, because she's gonna have like the coronation. I think. Yeah, she has a coronation in that movie because she's going to be queen of Aranon, and Ben is going to be the king of Aranon, but they're literally high schoolers. Nah. And Beauty and the Beast are still alive. Like they should at least be ruling for a little while longer, because Ben is still not an adult. He makes very bad decisions in this movie. So basically after that, oh, Ben gives Mal a Vespa. Yeah, that was something. It will be used later on. And then after that, I don't really remember. Oh yeah, they had a little date, and then Mal made all this delicious stuff for Ben, and they're like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then once Ben like checks what's in the basket, it's Mal's spell book, because in the end, I think all the people, all the little baddies, were supposed to turn in their artifacts to the museum because they were giving up their badness. Well, Mel didn't anyway. I know Evie did, but they were like fighting over that. And I'm like, you should turn it back. And then she's like, but I still don't wanna, you know? And Evie's like, this is a sacrifice that all of us have to make. You have to do it. I mean, she's right. Oh yeah, then the Mal and Ben have their little fight. Mal gets a little bit too angry, and then she causes the Vespa to be a flying Vespa, and she goes back to the Isle of the Lost. And then what's it called? Oh yeah, Ben, what's it called? Ben, Evie, Carlos, and Jay. They're like, oh my god, Mal's gone. We have to go back together. So they go back, like they teach Ben how to be a one of the villain kids. It doesn't really go well. Like the song is really good, you know, chilling like a villain, but in the plot line, it's kind of. And then they have like this little side quest of sorts where they're doing like what's it called, like fencing, I think. Oh. And then then Lonnie like goes to try out, and they're like, oh yeah, he should be part of the team. But then yeah, I think Chad is still in the movie, or was he not? No, or was he? I don't remember. But there was someone that was like, no, Lonnie can't be part of the team. No, it's just that in the thing it says there has to be 8 men and one captain. And so they don't let her. And that is so mean. But don't worry, that gets a little loophole later on. So then after that, oh, they go to find Evie. They go to find Mal. They're like, come on, come back. We miss you. And she's like, but I'm not the same anymore. And then Ben like gives her the ring, and she's like, no, I don't want it. Dang, that's crazy. And then but before all this, there was like Uma and stuff. Like Uma's the daughter of Ursula. Then there's Harry. He's so fruity though. Harry Hook. He's the son of Captain Hook. And then there's Gil, also fruity. He's the son of Gaston. So basically, they're trying to like be like the other. They're trying to be like the others, like the villain kids. They're like, no, 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 we're better. We're so better than them. Oh yeah, and then Mal and Uma do a little arm wrestling thing. Like, I don't know. They were saying some things like shrimpy and stuff like that. But then Uma was saying, "Well, if you lose, you have to give me the wand, the magic wand." And Mal loses. That is very unfortunate. But good for her. Carlos has a 3D printer of the magic wand. I think there was a part where Carlos was gonna give Mal a little gummy that makes her tell her the truth, but the dog eats it, and so the dog talks. Oh no! And then now the dog talks. Oh, so that happens, but a little time skip. Uma goes. She controls like Ben and stuff like that, and then she makes Ben fall in love with her. And this is supposed to be like a really bad thing to do, right? Because Ben already has Mal. But isn't that what happened in the first movie? They're just like, oh, because Audrey she was a bad person, then she deserved it. But Uma is so wrong for that. And I'm like, I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that. And then, of course, Mal kisses Ben again at the end, and then they get coronated queen. But I know, I don't associate myself with that stuff. But on to the last movie. Oh my gosh, uh, the last movie. Oh, I kind of forgot about that one. Oh, I miss Cameron Boyce. Rest in peace, Cameron Boyce. But Audrey becomes the villain, and then there was a point where Ben turns into like a full beast. Oh, or something. Oh yeah, and then they learn that Amal is the daughter, like this something daughter of Hades. for some reason, and then they just bring this all into the plot line. It's very, very messy. Um, I don't really remember a lot from it. The only thing that I can really remember is the Queen of Beans song. I remember everyone was obsessing over it. And everyone was talking about Chad because Chad was barely in Descendants 2, I think. Yeah. And then in Descendants 3, I think he just popped around like a little bit. But it was okay. There were a lot of statues and stuff because most of the plot line was like building up to show that Mal was the daughter of Hades. So I don't know. Descendants was a pretty iffy thing. It was good while it lasted, and well, that's all I gotta say about that. So thank you everyone for watching this video, and take care. Have a great day. Thank you.